Hey guys, so I'm at the park right now. I know I talked about a little bit before how I had started a new job and I was like super excited to start it, but it ended up being kind of horrible and I wasn't happy. And so I worked like 9 days and I put in my 2 weeks 2 days ago, but I couldn't bring myself to go in today. Today's Friday, so I would still have like a week and a half left. And yeah, I just couldn't bring myself to go in. I really felt like drained and mentally fatigued. I felt miserable and unhappy. Um, I was like, before that, I worked in ABA and I was working with primarily children. And I was thinking, like, oh, okay, maybe if I transition to um like a day center for adults with disabilities, like it's still we still I'm still going to be an RBT, but um it's not as many trials and it's mainly behavior focused. I thought that would be better for me, but I don't know if it was just like this particular company or day center that just, I don't know, it just didn't fit with me. For one, they were like really disorganized and um, they lacked communication, like internally within management to employees, even amongst management. It seemed like there was poor communication. We had to do paper data, which is not even data. So first, I would say we would have to do paper documentation. So like some clients had changing schedules because they weren't able to use the bathroom by themselves. And so we would have to document like at 9 a.m. we took them and we checked, or we changed them at 11 and then at 1 and then before they left home. And, that's also difficult and hard. Um, and, but with the paper data, we're supposed to be taking like documentation of behaviors and like things they do in the day, but it was only like a 3 line sentence, like space. And I'm there for like with the clients for like 6 hours. So I'm thinking, like, how am I going to write everything that happened, in those little 3 lines? So it just didn't make any sense. And the fact that it was paper data, like, why isn't this digitized? There were so many papers in, so each client had like a folder and they had like their changing schedule, activities, daily notes, like a behavior data sheet, but it just wasn't realistic. Like there wasn't enough spaces in the paper to write like how many behaviors some of the clients were having. Like some clients had SIB that would do like 10 times, and it would only be like one space to write for that particular day. Say it was like Tuesday, it would only have like a space to write one behavior for that day. And then like even if I try to fit it all in, it just like it wouldn't fit. So I don't know. And a lot of the times I would find like when I first started, I found like some other clients like papers inside another client's folder. Some of their like data was missing for some days, and it was just really unorganized. And another thing was that um it seemed that it was going to be really hard to ever get a day off if you say something happened or you had planned a trip further on into being there with them. Like even even employees that had been there for like 10-15 years, they struggled to even get 2 days off, even though the company like promotes that they give 18 days of paid vacation after working for 3 years. And 12 days of paid vacation after working for one. So it just like didn't make any sense why you wouldn't be giving your employees 2 days off, if they asked in advance and they followed all the procedures. So I was like, already, that was a red flag for work life balance. And what else? For one thing, like, the good thing, I already had my RBT, so I already had that certification. And when I got it, the company that I had, they paid for everything. They pay for your training, they pay for you to take the test. And if they don't at the beginning, they should definitely reimburse you for it, because if your company is wanting you to become trained or certified in whatever, they should be the ones paying for it. But when I was talking to my coworkers there, they were saying that when the company 3 years ago decided to transition for the employees to become RBTs, that the employees would have to go out of their way, like go out of work time to become certified, to take the training, and then to go take the test, and they had to pay for it. So I was like, what the heck? That's another red flag. I'm like, okay, this company doesn't give a fuck about their employees. And another thing, like, there was a girl that was hired with me, so I started a week before her and she started this week. And she told me that, like, throughout the whole hiring process, she had informed them that she had a trip in in October, which is like 2 months away. So she said, like, during the phone screening, she told them that she was going to be out in October, like, if it's okay, if she still can go through with the hiring process. And, like, yeah, so, like, 3 stages: phone screen, in person, orientation. She let them know 3 times, like, reminded them. And then, like, 2 days ago, they kind of pulled her aside and were just saying, she told me that they told her basically that it's denied, and that they're kind of acting like she never said anything because it wasn't written down, like, in email, which I think is kind of, like, shady. So that's another red flag. And I guess the last one was just that I was just not happy. Like, I don't think that line of work is cut out for me. Like, it's a very important job, to take care of people with disabilities and be there for them, make sure they get the best quality of care. But I just don't think I have it cut out in me to do that. It was very stressful for me, mentally and physically as well, especially with the assisting with changing bathroom changes. So here I am again. Don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't have a job. So I'm trying not to get down on myself about it, and hoping that this check that I made from the days that I worked can kind of, like, help me out a bit. And hopefully my FAFSA reimbursement comes soon so that I can use some of that and be okay for a while. I just didn't want to settle for that job. Like, I really felt miserable. And today, when I wanted to tough it out, but today in the morning when I was, like, getting ready, I really was like, no, I can't do this to myself. And so here I am at the park drawing on my tablet, and I don't know what I'm gonna do next, but it's gonna be fine. It definitely is gonna be okay, because everything always ends up being okay, right? Nah, it does. Everything's gonna be fine. So I think I'm gonna go home now because I'm getting kind of anxious filming here. But yeah, I'll go home and see what I do. I was working on a drawing and I might post it right here so you guys can see it, but I don't know if I'm gonna finish it today. But if I do, I'll post it, or even just, like, the draft of it. I have some homework to do today, and tonight my partner's family, like nieces and their sister-in-law and their brother, are coming to, or nieces and nephews. They're coming because the niece is turning 18 years old, so they're gonna have a party for her tomorrow. And I'm kind of looking forward to that, to spend time with people that I care about. And yeah, so I'll see you guys later. Update: we're watching Bob Ross paint some landscapes. Since I don't have work, I did some homework. I am doing laundry. I'm gonna wash our sheets, vacuum the room. Later, I'm gonna clean the bathroom at night because we're gonna have family over coming tonight, but they're not coming till midnight, so there's a lot of time. And I'm gonna go with my lovey to their doctor's appointment, and yeah, I think that's all for today. I don't know, I feel kind of free. As soon as I sent that email, I felt free. And another thing I wanted to point out was, like, when I sent my email, I sent it like at 7 in the morning, and I didn't get a response until I believe 10:57, and basically telling me like, oh, okay, just confirm your address for your final paycheck. We're gonna mail it to you. If you don't respond by 12, then we'll just mail it to that address. And I was like in my head thinking, why do you have to mail it when I already set up my direct deposit with you guys? But whatever. I don't know. So we'll see what we get up to right now. I'm just gonna chill for a bit. See you guys later. Maybe. These videos have all been very sporadic and spread out. So unfortunately, I lost the volume for this clip, or actually I probably forgot to turn on the mic and I didn't record any volume, but basically I was just saying how it's funny that I'm back at the same park that I went to early in the morning, like at 7 a.m. But this time I returned with my love, and we had gotten better buzz, and they were giving me a bite of their chili wrap croissant, which is like really delicious. And I was just talking about how, things are gonna be fine. And yeah, I don't really remember what I said, but we had a couple cute moments, like this little kiss here. Yeah, let me see if I can skip up a little bit. Hold on. This whole day was kind of just like a mind fuck, from waking up and thinking I'm gonna go to work and just like tough it out, to then just like sending an email, and my whole life changed in 1 second. And honestly, it was a blessing, because from those 9 days working at that job, I was like really miserable and unhappy. Oh my gosh, I got stained here with my dragon fruit smoothie. But if anybody else is going through this, just know you're gonna be fine. We're all gonna be okay.